So kann man es natürlich auch machen.
That's when he realized it was his own bong.
Oh my, oh now that was a good one. You know what, Kathy? You're okay. Sorry for being such a cranky old bag before. I get a short fuse when I run out of smokes.
No, that's an understatement.
Ach ja, das
I
ist
had my
natürlich.
morning smoke, otherwise we would have had a fist fight on our hands.
Oh, it's getting chilly. Why don't we head inside?
Sure, let's go.
Now, this here's my boy Nathan. He's special. Nate, be polite and say hello to Kathy.
Hi, Kathy.
Hi there, big guy.
Ja, der Nathan. Hier können wir mit dem reden.
What you doing, big fella?
Drawing.
Oh yeah? What are you drawing?
The nice red man.
You mean Santa?
No, the nice red man.
Now, what did I say about raising your voice at strangers?
Sorry, Mama. I'll be nice. The red man is nice.
Ja, dann müssen wir jetzt wissen, wer das
him.
ist.
He gets so absorbed in his drawings thanks to that wild imagination of his, just like his sister.
Kann ich mir die Bilder angucken, die der malt?
Yet
Oder?
another burial ground for those sweet, addictive, not to mention cancer-inducing sticks of tobacco. I'm a huge fan.
Ach so.
Very
Eine Eule.
like. Contrary to popular belief, I don't believe the owls are more than what they seem. Nice view of the lake from here.
Das stimmt wohl.
Nice painting. It's signed LM.
LM, ach ja.
They're fairly common in Conwell Woods. I
Ein
can smell
Herd.
something cooking. I can smell something.
Irgendwas kocht hier. Was kochst denn du?
So, you wanted to ask me about Lily?
Yeah. Do you mind telling me what happened when my grandfather came to see you?
Well, he knocked on my door a few years after Lily had passed away. I didn't know Joseph too well myself,
Ach so.
but I'd heard of him and the good he'd done for the other people around here. So I let him in. He started asking a bunch of questions about Lily, like if I was absolutely sure that it was suicide.
And what did you say?
The truth. That she was depressed and had been for a long time. I had no doubts about what happened.
Ach so.
All right. Anything else?
Well, he was weirdly curious about her paintings.
Lily painted?
Yep, that's one of hers right there on the wall.
It's
Interessant.
beautiful. So, in what way was he curious?
He asked if Lily had painted anything odd or strange. I didn't really get what he was after, but I let him have a look at her work. He spent some time browsing through them, and then he wrote something down on a piece of paper, thanked me, and left.
Huh. Any
Aha.
idea of what he could have seen?
Not really. I had the paintings all lined up. Could have been any of them.
Would you mind showing them to me?
Well, I would if I could, but this is the only one I have left.
Ach
I
so.
sold the rest many years ago to this weirdo art collector.
Die Kunst. Und den Kunstsammler. Hier, der Vorfall von
Do you know
81.
anything about what happened to my grandfather? How he ended up in a wheelchair?
Stroke, wasn't it? At least that's what I heard.
Not
Okay, da weißt du
necessarily.
nicht
There
viel
are
mehr.
some divided opinions about it.
Now that I think about it, that whole ordeal happened to him not long after he came here.
Ach so.
How long?
A week, maybe, at the most.
Ja, hier Lilly.
Mind telling me what Lily was like, Sue?
I'd be happy to. She was Nathan's older sister by 2 years. Lily was like any girl growing up, normal, happy, talking about school, boys, and whatnot. And she and Nathan were close back then, always playing together in the woods. When Lily
Aha.
was 10, she started drawing, always doodling on just about anything she could get her hands on. We didn't have much, really, and so she used what she could. Once I even caught her scribbling on toilet paper.
Das ist ja interessant.
Her 12th birthday, we gave Lily a thick sketchbook with an assortment of pencils. She was ecstatic. That was the happiest I'd ever seen her. From that day, drawing became her life. Eventually, her art teacher at school helped her to get started with oil painting. When Lily was 15,
Ja, das
something
klingt
changed.
natürlich...
At first, I thought it was just usual teen angst, but no, this was something different.
Ach so.
She started going out, disappearing for long periods of time. She locked herself in when painting. She never used to do that. I tried everything. Counseling, support groups, antidepressants. Nothing worked. About a year later, she just gave up. And well, you know the rest.
I'm sorry, Sue. That must have been unimaginable.
Das ist so richtig.
Darling, but it's been a while now. I've learned to live with it.
Hier, die
I don't need to ask
McConnell-Basis.
her about that.
Okay,
I don't need to ask her about
da weißt du auch nichts.
What do you do to support the two of you?
A little bit of this and that. Got me some cash saved up too. Nathan helps out when he can.
What happened to your husband, if you don't mind me asking?
You could say he didn't quite cope as well as I
Ach so.
did with what happened to Lily. He got himself a death wish after what happened to her, started drinking and getting into all sorts of trouble. 5 years left for him in the joint now. Been there for 15.
Man, that must be rough for you.
Das ist so richtig.
Oh, we're doing just fine without him, aren't we, Nate?
Mama takes good care of us.
Mama sure does.
Hier, der
Name
Charles.
Charles Wade
Sagt der
mean
was?
anything to you?
Oh, he's some big-time businessman, ain't he?
Yeah, he owns a large company.
That about sums up what I know about the fella.
Okay, dann kommen wir da auch nicht wirklich weiter.
So, tell me about Lily's art.
It used to be about cheerful things, landscapes, animals, bright colors.
Ah ja,
But as she drifted further into depression, she started painting horrible things, death and decay. And the last few pieces look like something out of a nightmare.
That's awful.
das klingt natürlich
Ever
nicht
get any
so...
recognition for her art?
Not really. Except from the guy I told you about who bought most of her paintings.
Ja, wer ist denn das eigentlich?
Tell me about this art collector person.
Rich, fancy looking, in his 50s or thereabouts. I'd say he'd be around 70 now if he's still alive. He knocked on that door one day with a wad of cash in his hand. $5,000. He wanted everything that Lily so much as touched with a brush.
Ah ja,
Did he say why?
Nope, but I got the feeling that most of that dough was paid so he could avoid any questions. I took the money. I still had Nathan to support.
Did the stranger give you
das
his
ist
name?
natürlich ein Grund.
No. Well, his face was far from forgettable, though. Big nose, bright blue eyes, looked black Irish. He had a thick black mane, turning gray, no beard.
All right, Sue. Thanks.
Ja,
I'm
dann...
gonna head off now.
Sure thing, little cat. Come back anytime.
Können wir mit dem Diktiergerät, können wir dir das
No
vorspielen?
reason to show. That combination makes.
Nicht? Ich finde, das macht schon Sinn.
Do you know what this key opens?
Well, that's a bit of a weird question, ain't it? But no,
Naja, also zumindest kann ich ihn dir zeigen.
I don't see how those things work together.
Ich will das ja auch nicht mit dem Sofa, ich will das mit
I'd
der.
rather just ask her about her daughter. I'd rather just.
Ja, die Soldaten.
Hey, Sue, do you recognize any of these men?
well, there's Joseph Rain. Always so handsome. I had
Ja.
a crush on him back in the day.
Ach so.
And no way. That's him. The man who bought the paintings. He's much younger here, but there's no mistaking that hair and nose.
Are you
Aha.
I'm positive, little cat. That's the guy who walked into this cabin with $5 grand in cash.
That's very helpful, Sue. Thanks. Ugh. Another question for the elusive Mr. Wade.
Ja.
It's getting late. I should head back to the city.
Aufs Kettmobil gestiegen haben wir hier als Erfolg.
Hey, you're still up.
I was wondering when you'd show up.
How did it go?
Naja.
Long story. I found out about some stuff that happened when I was a kid.
Wow. What a mystery. So, what's the plan now?
Das ist eine gute Frage. Er soll eine Mütze
Shut-eye
schlafen.
is the plan. I'm about to pass out.
Oh, I couldn't possibly sleep now. I'm way too excited.
Well, that makes one of us. Nighty.
Good night, Kat.
Ja, da schlafen wir hier erstmal.
Hey, Kathy, wake up.
Ja, was ist denn
You're
jetzt so?
so lucky there are no sharp objects near this bed.
Guess what? I got an idea.
Oh Gott.
Please tell me it involves you taking a sabbatical.
Haha, so you found all this evidence, right? Pictures, tapes, and stuff?
I guess.
Ja.
Well, as you know, I have a computer. And I know this hacker guy, Dave, and... Oh, never mind. I'll just write you a note. You go back to sleep.
Seriously, Eileen, sometimes I just marvel at how your brain works.
Das ist in der Tat schon so eine Sache.
Are you sure you want to do this, Catherine? You still have time, if you think there's any chance you would change your mind.
I'm sure, Doctor. Just get it out of me. But please, don't tell my mom.
I'm sorry, but
Hey,
you have
yeah.
to do that. It's the law.
Fusa haben wir so, als hätten sie es
Nobody has to
vergessen.
know. Just pretend it slipped your mind. I have enough shit going on with her already. This would just add fuel to the fire.
I'm afraid there's nothing I can do.
Fine. Let's just get this over with then.
Right this way.
Tag 2.
That dream. I guess Eileen went to class. I probably should too.
Das ist wohl richtig.
Nah.
Ja, aber wer macht schon was Sinnvolles?
Color printer. I'm no geek, but I... Oh, what's this?
Ja, was ist denn das?
Hi, Kat. Feel free to use my computer while I'm away. My password is AngelLove, without the quotes. If you call my friend Dave at 555-2492, he can set you up with some software. I'll be back in a few
Interessant.
hours, super psyched about the investigation. E. P.S. No gum on the keyboard, please. Remember the last time? Oh, please, like she actually uses the spacebar. Shit, looks like she forgot to write down the username. Oh well, shouldn't be too hard to guess. I think it's just some combination of her first and last name.
Das ist wohl anzunehmen. Hacker Dave haben wir auf jeden Fall jetzt. So. Jetzt brauchen wir aber den Benutzernamen. Wie könnte der denn lauten? Ja, das ist natürlich... So.
Hi, Kat. Feel free if you call my friend Dave. That missing username is a bit annoying, but I think I can guess. Hi, Kat. Feel free to use my computer while I'm away.
Ja,
Password is AngelLove.
die
Without the call,
Engelliebe.
Superstat
So. Benutzername lautet, keine Ahnung. Wie war der volle Name? Da war doch irgendwas. Ich weiß nicht mal, wo man das nachgelesen hat. Irgendwo gab es
Make-up
war doch
check.
was.
I think that movie... Oh. Eileen's schedule. There's a note for today. Help Kathy get in touch with Dave. Honestly, she can believe in what... Would
So.
you look at that?
Rufen wir doch mal vielleicht beim Dave an gerade.